I remember an image when I was very young and in church when a person from the back of the church had a difficult time making their way up to the front where the Eucharistic minister was. That minister quite naturally began to walk down the aisle where communion was being distributed and made their way to the person that was having a difficult time. And they had them receive communion even close to the back of the church. And in that moment, and I remember when I was younger seeing that, there was this movement of God coming to the person who was desiring God. Right in this moment where we usually process forward to receive, the minister came and brought communion, the presence of God, the presence of God to the person in the sacrament. And that kind of reminded me in today's readings of the water that flows from the temple all across the land, providing a fertile place for things to grow and for people to be, receiving God's graces. It is, in some respects, an image of God in Michelangelo's creation of Adam, where God is reaching out and trying to touch Adam so fervently, so passionately, and Adam is kind of waiting back, waiting for God to even reach more further. We very much celebrate, in the dedication of the Lateran Basilica, the places of God's coming into our earthly existence. The physical places. Much like the temple that was an image in the first reading, it's very much the place where God comes to be generous and to give. In many ways, the places of exchange. It is obviously a place of exchange that God is not pleased with when Jesus comes and overturns the tables of the money changers. And it's a moment when he says, instead of a marketplace, let this be a place of holy exchange. In our lives, we sometimes wonder why people don't come to church. We want them to come to church. I've heard so many people say, I want my brothers, my sisters, I want my grandchildren to be in church. What we want for them is to be in a place where they can exchange with God. And they can be with others who are exchanging with God. It's not the place physically, but it's the place physically and what it's meant to be for the people of God, that we want them to join in. And so much of the new evangelization that is being talked about, these new means, this new ardor to bring people to God, is to tell them and to bring them to the places where true exchange exists and where God pours himself out for us to receive.